Welcome and thank you for joining us today.
We're Derps and Burps, the podcast for all gamers, spiritual souls, and creative minds out there.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 42 of Derps and Burps together with Steffu.
And
Wrong direction, Julia. Imagine after 42 episodes still not knowing in which direction we have to point. Anyway, guys, welcome back. Episode 42. Today's episode, we're talking about leaked OnlyFans content. That's going to be the main topic. We're also going to update you on everything that has happened. Just a short note, guys. This is the last episode. You hear Steffi as a 29-year-old.
Oh my god, stop it!
She's gonna be officially 30. She's getting old. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just messing with you guys because Steffu is a little bit, nervous, I think, about turning 30. We're gonna update you about what happened in our lives. Thank you, by the way, for all the feedback regarding if we should keep our updates, what has happened in a week. So we get it. You don't care. You like listening to us no matter what we're talking about. So we're just gonna keep on talking about our daily stuff. But yeah, before we get into the topic of leaked OnlyFans content, Steffi, tell us what's new. What has happened since the last recording?
What has happened now? Still parties night, guys. Party happened already by the time you hear to that. It was an insane party.
She doesn't know it didn't happen yet.
We had because I know my Halloween party is the party of the year, Julia. We know that.
Fair.
Everyone is coming from every single country. People are coming over. We need to make an after movie where we promote this like a festival. You know what I mean? And it's growing every year.
Listen, do you really want to have an after movie of that party?
Yeah.
Okay. So you want me to film a little bit? You want like TikTok,
we can do that.
Like horizontal or vertical?
You know what we need to do? We need to do this is my first drink and this is my last drink.
Oh yeah, with everybody.
I would love to do that. That would be funny.
Yeah, we should do that with everybody. That everybody needs to record their first drink, their last drink, and everybody needs to submit a random clip they made with their phone. And then out of all the clips that you get, we make some kind of video.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
That's actually a really good idea. I would love to see that, actually.
Hello, I'm Steffi, and this is my first drink, and I know exactly how the last drink will go. So yeah, we need to do that. That sounds fun. I start screaming a lot as well when I'm drunk, like this deep screamo shit because it's fun, and especially with Ben together, we're always doing this. So I'm like, we need to do that. But beside that, my last work weekend is ahead of me. Then I'm basically, on a quotation mark, done with the street food season for this year. Beside that, Emma is back at home. My mom and my stepdad came back on Saturday, and we brought her home. She's doing way better already with her like ear problems and everything, the infection she has. So, and we even slept like we could sleep the whole night the last 2 days she was here. So she's doing way better. It's not that annoying anymore. I hope we stay there and it won't get worse again. Because she's on a good way.
So you were great nurses for her.
Yeah, we were great nurses for her. And my mom and my stepdad have to work a lot on themselves as well. Because what we figured out is that Emma's a control freak. And she's super stressed when my mom and my stepdad are home with her, and she has to be everywhere where they are. Like, and she's begging for food so much whenever my stepdad eats something, she's literally you can't imagine how cute she can get when she wants something. She's literally just crawling onto him, laying on his chest and kissing him to get food from him. And yeah, it's super cute, but she knows exactly.
She's just manipulating.
Yeah, she knows exactly that she gets food from him. So they both have to work a lot on themselves as well with Emma, because that is a lot of stress for her as well.
You know what we need to send them? We need to send them Sabrina.
Yeah.
For an hour, and then they're gonna be fine.
Yeah. I might suggest that as well.
Honestly, like Because like everything with dogs' behavior, it's always the owners. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
it's the same with me. Like I
Mhm.
know everything that's wrong with my dogs is because of me.
Yeah,
Like it's a behavior that I produced, if that makes sense. So,
yeah, yeah. Same with them. Emma is a fucking begging control freak. That's what she is at the moment, and she's super stressed. So I think she got some off time when she was here at our place.
mhm,
She didn't beg or anything. When I was on the couch with her, like watching Netflix, I could eat my Maltesers or anything without her even looking at me.
mm.
So she was super
Because
chill,
she
and as
knows.
soon,
She knows
yeah,
the
yeah,
boundaries. She knows you have
yeah,
boundaries. She knows that you will not give her food
yeah,
unless it's her food time.
yeah,
And that's why she doesn't even try because there's no like that's the thing with dogs, you need to be black and white. You can't be like
yeah,
out of 10 times, 7 times she won't get something, but 3 times she could get it. Because
yeah,
that enables her to be like, "Oh yeah, if it's 3 times, I take the chance. I go back."
yeah. I'm
And that's
trying
when they
more.
get annoying. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. So you saw the differences between her being here and her being home. Because as soon as we arrived home and everyone was there, she fell back into her old patterns.
Mhm.
And now that like my mom knows as well and my stepdad, they just have to work on that
Yeah, of course.
first of all. So she has less stress and her whole like problems can heal better without stressing herself.
Mm.
Yeah. Beside that, I have a very big addiction for like I think a month now or even longer, thanks to Esme.
Mhm.
I eat a pack of Maltesers almost every day.
Oh my god, I used to eat them in school every single day. We had like those the candy thingies where you put into yours and then you
Mhm.
press out the
Mhm.
thing. I would every day in school, I would get like a small pack of
Mhm.
Maltesers. I
Mhm.
cannot buy them. If I buy the big ones at home, I eat the big pack in one
They're
sitting.
done. Yeah, yeah, same here. I
Yeah.
had the maxi pack. Sometimes I buy the normal pack because I'm like, okay, Steffi, you need to slow down. I
Yeah.
can't eat everything all the time, but I'm doing it. As soon as they're standing right next to me, I'm like, I need to just finish them.
Mm,
So yeah, I have this super like what's it called? The hyperfixation? Is
yeah.
it a hyperfixation
Yeah,
with
it's
sweets?
hyperfixation food. Like you can
Yeah.
have that with certain foods that you eat it till you hate it and then you
Yeah.
move on to the next food.
That's what I'm basically doing right now with Maltesers. Thank you, Esme. Big shout out.
That's nice though. I like Maltesers. I join you in
Oh,
that
they're
one.
so good. Oh my god, they're so good. Like I barely ever ate them, and then one night we were playing Apex, and she was just munching on them,
Mm.
and I was like, "What are you eating?" And she's like, "Yeah, Maltesers." And I was, "Oh my god, I kind of want them too now." And then the next day I bought them, and ever since
I
I
wasn't
can't stop buying them.
I wasn't even aware that they're not just an Austrian or German thing. I didn't know that they have them
Yeah, yeah,
in
true.
actually because I think Nathan didn't know what they were when I bought them once, I think.
So maybe in France they don't have them,
I'm
huh?
not
But
sure though. It might be just Nathan, you
or he
know.
didn't know. Yeah.
It's never know with Nathan. Ah.
Mm. So yeah, beside that, Julia and I talked about it already. I really want to do this. I want to take more pictures, more quality pictures together,
Hmm.
especially with our costume, because we put a lot of effort and love into it. And I want to create like beautiful pictures for us.
Hmm.
We can post no matter for what site. You can choose them.
By the way,
Um
don't forget to follow all of our social media. Also,
check the
the
link
one
tree.
behind the paywalls. Moving on. Sorry.
And also, Julia just showed me some only one
Nice
guy so far, but
OnlyFans.
you
Yeah,
promised me another guy you didn't send me
I
yet.
did some research,
Which
some market research. What's out there, and I
what's that?
find some really good value for the buck.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I shared with a sister.
I'm blushing.
Maybe we should do that at one point. Our top 10 OnlyFans accounts. You should follow or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah. Like a girl right now.
Oh my god. Okay, Steffi, I have an idea. Listen.
Your red
I
is lower. Does
haven't
it only look like
blushed. I was thinking about the great content we watched earlier. I have an idea, Steffi. I have an idea. Okay, I have a
Mhm.
video idea. How
Mhm.
about we start making YouTube videos? beside of this, like just a
Mhm.
10-minute one,
Mhm.
where let's say we let the people that listen to a podcast
Mhm.
recommend their favorite OnlyFans creators.
Mhm.
We buy a subscription
Mhm.
to that
Mhm.
OnlyFans creator,
Mhm.
check out their content, and live react, like obviously without showing the content on stream,
Mhm.
but you'd
Mhm.
see the two cameras of us while we
Mhm.
react to it,
Mhm.
and then we rate the content of those people.
That is a fucking good idea. I would love to do that.
Mhm.
I would.
And then we do like, okay, a nudity score,
Mhm.
naughtiness score, a score of production quality,
What kinks? Blah
value,
blah blah.
what you get.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. And then how likely we would keep the subscription up or not.
that is a good idea. I hope nobody will sue us for maybe not recommending them.
Yeah, I mean, we
But
can. It's still personal taste, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, if
true,
what kind of things you think are
true,
attractive or not. So it's like,
true, true.
but that could be really funny.
That would be super fun.
I
And
mean, we
then we
could we could make like a budget, that we say, I don't know, we
we're
oh,
willing to pay
yeah, exactly, what,
that
like we
amount.
take 150 euros or something like that, and for
Yeah,
those 150 euros,
we buy the
we
content.
buy the content for you guys and tell if it's worth it to check out.
That would
Yeah,
be so. Yeah, that's a fucking good idea, Julia.
that's cool, right?
Please,
Yeah,
let's
we
do
could.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
Okay,
let's do
okay,
that.
great.
Write this down, Jess. Write
write
it
it,
down.
write it down right now. No,
Write
good
it
idea.
down.
So, you done with your updating,
I'm
Steffu?
done, woman. What about you?
Okay, what's new in my life today? I'm starting with bulking. The
What
very
is
first
this?
bulking. So
Yeah.
basically, oh my god, just sent also some of her favorite creators. I saw the link,
Did she?
the link of Britney.
Oh, it's Britney,
It's Britney,
bitch.
bitch. Beautiful.
Britney did worse, guys. My
Hey, don't
motto,
don't you don't you judge the queen, okay? She
I
can
do
post
not
whatever she
judge the
wants.
queen. That's why you shouldn't judge me, guys, on social media. Whatever I post, always remember Britney posted worse. More.
Britney
I love
showed
her.
more is
Love
what
her.
we
Yes,
wanted to say.
Britney showed more.
So
Go
today
on, go
is the
on.
start of my first ever bulk. In case you're not into, like Steffi, if you don't know what bulking and cutting is, if you're working out, there's
Mhm.
usually 2 seasons or like 3 seasons you can be in.
Uh-huh.
The first one is maintenance, where you
Uh-huh.
just maintain your weight and you just train to build more muscle.
Mhm.
Um, but the thing is how your body works. If you really want to not only do the body recomposition, so if you eat this at maintenance and you work out and you do enough sport, but you eat enough to fulfill the nutritional needs of your body, you go in something like body recomposition, which is pretty fast in the beginning. Let's say you're a lazy slack that doesn't work out, and then you start working out, and then you have the noob gains. Like you get you lose fat fast and you build muscle pretty fast. That's the beginning when you start training, and then the longer you do sport, the harder it gets. So your body like balances out and gets to, like, let's say a normal of what your body is, and then building muscle gets hard.
I
Then
can't
if
stop
you
thinking about the fully
the
buffed
muscle
guy.
daddy that
I'm
I
sorry.
showed you, yeah. Exactly. He has been
Go
bulking
on.
for sure as well, and had a
Go
really nice cut after that.
Go on.
We can link the lovely man that we talk about if you want in the info box. Steffi cannot stop thinking about him.
I
That's good.
can't. I can't right now. I just need to like smirk the whole time.
It's
It's
fine.
like
It's fine. I know what you mean.
mm,
So anyway, and then if you're working out for a longer time and you want to build a certain amount of muscle, what you have to do is to bulk. What is bulking? Bulking is basically just that you eat more calories than you burn
mhm,
in a day.
mhm.
So your body is in surplus. So what happens? Stop! I swear, if you have the website of him still open, close his fucking OnlyFans. I swear to God, Steffi.
I don't. I haven't. I have.
It's just
I'm
the
sorry.
kino,
Okay.
the Kopfkino from Steffi.
Mhm.
She has just her imagination. So anyway,
Yeah.
you eat in a surplus in calories, which
Mhm.
makes it easier for your body to gain muscle.
Mhm.
You're obviously gonna gain fat and muscle at the same time. So you
Mhm.
usually do that. That's usually bulking season is when it's the cold months, when it's fall and winter. That's when people usually start bulking because you wear like hoodies and stuff anyway. So
Mhm.
people don't really notice that much that you're getting fluffy. There's people that bulk super extreme that eat like hundreds and hundreds and thousands of calories in a surplus. So they
Uh-huh.
do dirty bulks where they go to Burger King all the time. So obviously, the more mass you have on your frame, the more you can lift, right? The stronger you are. Just from fucking stop thinking about it. I swear, if you could see Steffi's face right now. So anyway, people
The
try to get
towel.
exactly. Use the towel holder, yes. I'm never gonna show. I'm not
I'm
gonna show you
sorry.
the hot Asian dude. I swear to God,
I'm sorry.
Steffi, behave.
Please. Okay, I'm a good girl now.
No, you're not. Okay, it's fine. So anyway, so you basically gain weight, fat, and muscle in a
Mhm.
certain duration of time, and then
Yeah.
before it gets warm again, you go into a cut where you
Uh-huh.
eat in a deficit. So you go basically on a diet while still training to lose all the body fat, and then through losing the body fat, you try to still maintain a muscle.
Uh-huh.
You're obviously going to lose some as well, but that's basically then after the cut, it shows how much muscle you built in the bulking season, you know?
Yeah.
So basically, every year, people try to, in the bulking season, build more muscle that they can keep after the cut. So, and that's why it also always takes a lot of years to build a certain physique because you need to
Mhm.
go through those seasons, basically.
And
Yeah.
you usually do that like during the cold seasons, I assume, right? As you said,
Usually,
when
you can
yeah.
technically do it whenever, but
Yeah.
usually booking season is when it's getting cold.
Okay, okay, okay.
Because then people, cover up and
Yeah.
they don't care.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do my first bulk.
Uh-huh.
For the people wondering, no, I do not do something extreme. I don't do a dirty bulk where I go to fucking McDonald's every day and I try to gain
Mhm.
as much weight as possible. Not at all. Like that's what
Mhm.
some people do, especially dudes that just want to lift super super heavy because obviously the more weight you lift, the heavier you lift, the more you
Yeah.
injure the muscle, the more the muscle's gonna grow. It's just fucking Steffi still can't stop thinking about it. So yeah, anyway, I'm not doing a dirty bulk. I just
Mhm.
on the days that I work out, I'm like in a surplus for like I don't know, like I eat 200 or 300 calories over my maintenance, so it's not gonna be
Mhm.
anything extreme. I'm gonna do 4 weeks of bulking, 2 weeks of maintenance to see where my weight lands.
Uh-huh.
Then we're gonna decide if we bulk for more weeks, and then after that, I'm gonna go into the cut already. So it's not gonna be something super crazy or extreme. It's gonna be like a small one, but I'm excited to see how much stronger I can get
Mhm.
in those 10 weeks.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's starting today. That also means I need to eat so much fucking protein. I already had to eat so
Mhm.
much. In the last few months I did intuitive eating. As I said before, like I really tried to um stop obsessing so much about what I eat. Which was going really great. And
Mhm.
so starting today I need to track again because I obviously need to reach higher numbers. So I need to get a
Yeah.
feeling
Yeah.
for how much I need to eat. And now I need to eat 180 grams roughly of protein on days where I work out. So that is so fucking much. But yeah,
Holy shit.
but
In
I'm
like
excited.
in comparison, how much, for example, I don't know, whatever whatever you eat, how much, for example,
Let's say
a
two.
muesli bar,
I,
how
I can
much?
I can tell you just roughly how much
Yeah. So
protein
people
something
have
had. So for
yeah.
example, I had this morning 2 eggs. I think that's
Uh-huh.
a good
Uh-huh.
thing you're in. So I had two medium eggs, for example,
Mhm.
have 10 grams of protein.
Okay.
If you eat like the big scoops of protein,
Mhm.
right? Protein powder,
Mhm.
that's like 30 grams. That has like 20 something protein.
Oh my god. Okay.
So
Okay.
it is a lot. It is a lot to eat. And especially like protein fills you up a lot. So
Mhm.
it's really hard to eat that much food that is also really nutritious. Because obviously like it's easy. Like in calories, like I eat like roughly 2,300 calories on days where I work out now.
Mhm.
That's easy. You go to fucking
Mhm.
Burger King, you get a fat menu, and then you reach that, but that is just fat and carbs, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
to be able to build the muscle, you need to eat a lot of protein, right? You need to nourish
Mhm.
your body correct to be able to work. So that is gonna
It's a
be
lot.
interesting. Yeah, so
Mhm.
I kind of need to find my way into eating
Mhm.
correct again, and I'm kind of excited as well about that.
Mhm.
Not gonna lie, I was a little bit worried as well because obviously, like in the past, I was struggling a lot with weight, and obviously during bulking, I'm gonna gain some weight. So this
Yeah.
is the first time in my life that I purposely potentially like gain a few
Yeah.
kilos, right? Um, so I was obviously a little bit worried about that,
Mhm.
but I'm trusting the process. Like I have 100% trust into everything that Laura did because I said it multiple times. Like I never 100% trusted a program or a person that
Yeah.
told me do this and this. Like I always changed some variance in something because I thought I know better.
Mhm.
And obviously, like in the last month, I could see by listening 100%, surrendering 100% in what I think is right for my body and trusting
Mhm.
100% into something that a person that has way more knowledge than me tells me to do and seeing the results.
Yeah.
I'm obviously surrendering 100% to that as well, even though I'm worried in my deep core, like, oh my god, we gotta eat purposely so much food that we gotta gain weight. You know what I mean? Like in my brain,
Yeah.
it's like a little barricade, but um I'm excited for it to
Mhm.
see how much stronger I can get and how it's gonna look once I go through the full circle of gaining the weight and
Yeah.
muscle and then cutting the fat and then seeing underneath like what's under the fat
Yeah.
layer, right?
Yeah.
To see how much muscle I actually built. And
Yeah.
I'm super happy because really since the beginning of this year, I took pictures and videos through like all the stages. Like how did my body look before I did no sport at all? That's
Mhm.
my body how it looked like after I did like some home workouts. That's my body how it looked like after I trained weights for 2.5, 3 months with Laura.
Mhm.
That's my body after another 3 months of CrossFit, and now I'm going into like normal lifting, and then that's my body during bulking. That's after I'm done with the bulk. That's after the cut, you know. So I
Yeah. Yeah.
can literally see on pictures and not only on the scale because the scale does not matter because muscle is obviously
Yeah. Yeah.
everybody knows the picture of like 1 kilo of fat and 1 kilo of muscle. Like it's just
Yeah.
I'm obviously not only gonna gain fat, so I'm really excited to see. Maybe I'm gonna gain like I don't know, uh, three 4 kilos or something, or even 5 kilos, but I'm gonna look the same because it's
Yeah. Yeah.
just muscle, you know. So I'm really excited
Mhm.
on what's gonna happen to my body. Um, but enough of all the fitness talk. I'm really sorry. I met Steffi this weekend, which was really nice. We exchanged kisses.
Mhm.
I got
Finally.
the cutest fucking mug from her. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says namaste on it. It is really pretty and I'm having my coffee out of it. Mm, I also got two super cute books from her, which I love. One is a gratitude journal and one is a dream journal. So that is the books, gratitude and dream. We have one. I dream like crazy right now. I it's
Yeah.
actually I said that on stream like I think literally a week ago, and
Mhm.
then I forgot. Like Steffi told me already that she got me those notebooks. But I didn't really know there was like a dream journal. I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
It came. It's again like this thing. Like we met exactly at the right moment where I have the craziest dreams to write them down, and then
Yeah.
the gratitude one as well. So it's like day and night. You know, it's kind of I always think
Mhm.
like it kind of resembles us as well. You know what I mean? We're like the
Yeah.
exactly that, like the sun and the moon.
Mhm.
So, oops, that even means more to me. Even more to me. So I'm super super thankful for
Aw.
those, and I'm gonna write in them
I'm
the first
happy.
time today. So thank you so much for that. Um, then I actually wanted to talk about that with you as well, but I thought I'd bring it up in the in the podcast.
Mhm.
So I have like a full on real reaction on that, and I can link you a video later. I watched a video that I wanted to
Mhm.
share with you. Um, I haven't really finished the video fully yet. Like I think I'm
Yeah.
halfway through or something. But there was one part in it that I thought was super super interesting, and
Mhm.
correct, and I just wanted to bring this up because I think
Mhm.
it applies to the both of us as well very well.
Yeah.
So there's a video of Ludwig, right? So
Mhm.
the guy that streamed on Twitch and now is streaming on YouTube.
Mhm.
And you know Anthony Padilla? Like the guy that does
Yes.
like the interviews, the hot guy
Yeah.
that's together with Mikey. And
Mhm.
he had interview where he talks with Ludwig what he's doing, blah 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 blah. And
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
halfway through, and there was one thing, um, one part of the interview that I thought was so important and kind of also opened my eyes a little bit in that
Mhm.
direction, where I think it was Anthony that talked with Ludwig something along, I don't remember what the exact question was, but they talked
Mhm.
about the difference between streamers and YouTubers, and
Mhm.
streamers becoming YouTubers and YouTubers
Mhm.
becoming streamers. And
Mhm.
Ludwig is actually having such a good point where he says that streamers are multi talented. Like to be a good streamer, you need to have a huge skill set, right?
Yeah.
um
Yeah.
and being a YouTuber, you need to have a really specific um skill set as
Yeah.
well for the kind of content that you produce in your videos, but
Yeah.
it's a way different form of entertaining. So he says
Mhm.
once a streamer goes into content creation in videos, they're usually performing really good because they have the hard task on keeping people entertained over a long duration of time, right?
Mhm.
And keeping a certain level of entertainment. While
Mhm.
when you're a YouTuber, right, you're used to having certain bursts of creative energy or
Yeah.
performing or whatever it is, but always just a short time. And there's most of the time, I mean, we know a few creators as well. Like I don't want to like point anybody out, but I think everybody of us knows some examples. There's some people that, for example, for me, I would never watch their streams because they're pretty like slow and boring compared
Mhm.
to the YouTube content, for example, because they
Mhm.
have just content that is very well and very fast edited. Where, for
Mhm.
example, I can watch the YouTube content all the fucking time because it's like super fast paced, it's very
Yeah.
well and funny edited. And then once I watch the stream, it's just completely different to the YouTube
Yeah.
content, right? So he brings up a great example is Logan Paul that does a podcast now, and
Mhm.
he tried streaming for a while. And
Mhm.
so, for example, Logan Paul obviously super successful and creative with all of the video content that he does,
Mhm.
but all those skits and sketches and his personality when he started or when he tried streaming on Twitch, he definitely obviously had a viewership because of just the base that he built um,
Mhm. On YouTube.
on YouTube and so
Yeah.
on. But he really struggled entertaining people for a long duration of time. Like he did
Mhm.
his shit where he like threw plates on the floor and stuff like that. And those kind of things are funny in a video the way it's edited. But if I go into my fucking stream and I just throw a plate on the floor,
Yeah.
everybody's gonna be like, "What the fuck did you know what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? You know what I mean?" So those
Yeah.
kind of things, and I thought about it, and I also actually watched Logan Paul's podcast. I watched
Mhm.
like two or three, like one where there was Jeffree Star and stuff. And now that I think about it, he has like a second co-host with him, and that
Mhm.
co-host is the person that kind of like moderates and asks the questions and kind of pulls the red string through the whole podcast to
Mhm.
make it
Mhm.
feel like it's a cohesive piece. While
Yeah.
he's just sitting there like most of the time and just throws in like some crumbs here and there. But
Yeah.
he's not really active. And that's what Ludwig said, and I think it applies to us as well. Whenever you
Yeah.
see a streamer going from streaming into other directions, no matter if it's podcasting or it's a creation of videos, they usually do really, really well because
Mhm.
they have such a broad skill set. And I think that really applies to us as well if if you
Yeah.
think about it.
I mean, with the podcast as well, we need each other. Like, I need you to make this work out because I could never have a
Oh,
podcast
you
on my
could.
own.
Oh, you could.
Like,
You could.
no, yeah, but I wouldn't feel comfortable. You know what I mean? I enjoy it the way we do it because we against uns.
We
What's it
play
called?
off each other, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, and that's why I really enjoy doing this. Also because I just want to exchange my thoughts and opinions with someone,
Mhm.
and I feel more comfortable doing this with with the same person, like you, every week, rather than getting to know new people and
Yeah.
talk, because I never know how much I vibe with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I
Obviously,
get it.
when you have a certain reach, you know these people want to talk to you as well because you're you.
Mhm.
But to reach this point, you need to be there first, right? Or
Exactly.
get there first.
Exactly.
So I really, I really need you to make
But
this work out. You know what I
same
mean?
as me. Like if I would just sit here and have like a monologue, and as everybody knows, like we have really different opinion on certain topics, while we agree
Mhm.
on a lot of other things, we still have certain different point of views of the same topic often, that gives us the ability to have new ways on looking at things, right? That
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would
yeah,
not have if I would just have like a podcast by my own. It would just be me telling my opinion and pushing my opinion on other people, which I personally think would not be as interesting as
yeah.
what we do right now. And another thing that I forgot to bring on the whole YouTuber streamer thing, like
Mhm.
obviously there's people that can do both. Like I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's not that, but also you have to think about, like when you film a YouTube video or something like that, you can have multiple takes. You can edit things out. You can, with editing, you can do so many things. You can literally turn shit into gold
yeah,
if
yeah,
you're a great editor. And that is something that while streaming you do not have the ability, like, oh fuck, I should have phrased this different, I
yeah,
should have let this out or whatever. Like you literally have to filter yourself on the go, or somewhat um think ahead of what are you going to say or how you want to portray certain topics. The same with
yeah,
podcasting. I mean, technically, obviously we could edit things out, but we never edit our podcast unless, like now, for example, the fucking mailman ring and I need to get up and grab a package,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I think that was a super interesting take. Maybe something we can talk about in the future as well.
Mhm, mhm.
Maybe we should try to get guests now as well. Now that you're done
Yeah,
with your work and we have a bit better schedule and stuff, we could see to get people on again and maybe talk about
yeah.
something like that. Beside of that, finishing touches on the costumes, right? So we have our
Mhm,
wands or our sticks or our magic sticks, however you want to call them, which we're gonna finish
mhm,
this week. And then yeah, we're super excited to share our pictures and
mhm.
everything from Steffi's birthday party. And also Steffi got some inspiration for her 35th birthday party topic because she saw Doja Cat's birthday party. You wanna
Mhm. Did
tell
you guys
our
see it?
listeners? Did you guys see? Yeah, do
I
you know what the topic was?
Alex sent me that. Like he posted it in Discord yesterday because his suggested topics on Twitter
Mhm.
were, and this is the following. This is the exact like order how it went on his Twitter. It was The Rock, Big D, Her Loss, and Doja. And then we started talking about it, and then he just said, "Yeah, Doja set some pretty high standards for birthday parties, Steffi." And then he sent
Yeah.
me the link of her birthday party. I don't know how old she turned, but she basically had a sex cult birthday party. But take care, oh no, I never mind. Sorry,
Yeah.
I see it.
You
So
can see it, but she turned 27. She turned 27.
what?
Mm.
Oh my God, this woman is so young.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had a sex called birthday party. Very inspiring, guys. I think you can find it on Twitter. A few
I would
pictures. She
recommend
shared
checking it
some.
out.
Hmm. This will be our next party theme.
35 Steffi has a sex cult
Yeah,
party.
yeah.
I'm already getting my nipple stickers ready because I'm not
Hmm.
not ready to reveal that much. I can't believe, like, Doja Cat, literally the pictures that are out there, it's her literally just wearing a thong, nothing
Mm,
else, and I think shoes or something like that.
yeah,
What a girl.
yeah.
Yeah, and then the last thing I have to say about what's new. I just watch a shit ton of anime at the moment again.
Hmm.
Um, I'm reading at the moment Solo Leveling, the manga.
Hmm.
I'm up to date with Chainsaw Man, which is basically, I think, might be my new favorite. It's really
Hmm.
good. It's really good.
Hmm.
And I'm trying to finish Jujutsu Kaisen, but like for
Hmm.
me, it's like I like it so much, so it's
You
like the
don't want to
mix.
finish it?
I don't want to finish it
I
because I
know.
know
Yeah.
once I finish it, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
um, empty inside, you know.
Yeah.
So
I know
yeah,
that.
that's the news. You want to tell us about the listener of the week, and then we can get into our topic after 40 minutes.
Yes, great. So, listener of the week is Asu Diamonds again on YouTube under episode 39, the most disturbing horror Reddit stories. And I just like cut out one piece of the comment. It's a longer one if you want to read
Hmm.
it, guys. It's, as I said, under episode 39. He's talking about the topic in general. But what really, uh, what was really nice as well, and I wanted to mention because we talked about it as well with the news. He said, "I like listening to your news. That way, it's kind of natural. You can talk freely without having time issues or the feeling you have to finish a story, if that makes sense." And I got like Sally as well gave me some feedback last week where she said she loves us talking for no matter how long because she always feels like she's with us in this girl talk with the news.
Mm.
So she doesn't mind at all how long it is or how short it is before we start with the topic.
Yeah, I got
So
the same.
thank you
Like
guys.
I had two of my friends as well reaching out and writing me
Hmm.
about that. They say like, to be honest, obviously like the topic of the podcast makes you click on it, right? So
Hmm.
they understand that it needs to be titled in some kind of way. But as you said, like our podcast is not like a certain topic all the time. Like we're not in a certain category where we're always talking about sport or we're always talking about video games or whatever. Ours is a really like lifestyle and still tailored a lot on our daily lives. Um
Yeah.
so they don't really mind because as you said, it for most people it feels like, hey, we're just hanging out with two friends of us and
Yeah.
we're like
Yeah.
in this conversation. So yeah. So we're super happy for that input because obviously, like, we were really unsure about what it is that you prefer. So thank you so much for the input. So finally, we're at our our topic today, which is basically leaked OnlyFans content. Steffi, you came up with the idea of this topic. Do you wanna tell us
Yes.
how you got to this?
How did I get to this? I think the actual reason how I got to it, I won't mention now because we talk about this in a bit, like
I
bit
mean, you can,
later.
you can, you can. It's fine.
I can.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, basically, guys, Julia's content got leaked.
Yeah. My
So
my
this is
OnlyFans content got
yes, this
spread.
is the PPV,
Yeah,
not
the
only
yeah,
the
exactly.
normal
So for
timeline.
the people that don't know how OnlyFans works, for the one that I have at least, I have a paywall. So you have to subscribe first to see standard content, and then I make every single month. I make around 2 to 3 sets a month that are again you have to pay for, which are a little bit more uh how do I say it? There's like a little bit more effort behind this kind of content, right? There's a little bit
Yeah.
more pictures and more things to see that you guys enjoy. And those you need to pay extra, right? And
Mhm.
everything that's posted on OnlyFans, it's basically just for the people that pay for it, right? So it's not
Yeah.
allowed to be spread. It's like in the guidelines, everything. Sorry, move on, Shiv.
Yeah, that's basically it. And obviously, things get leaked because people leak stuff. And the funniest thing actually stuck to my mind was when Julia said, because we were talking about this, I think, like a few weeks ago. And when I told her, like, there's so much out, like leaked content out, for example, of Jessica Nigri or Amaranth or whoever it is that is a bigger creator, this stuff is leaked. And then Julia was like, okay, but is there one sugar daddy making up for all the loss the women make? Because of so many people like watching the leaked content for free, and that I find the idea so like so funny, and I wish there was some guy that just said, okay, I have a shit ton of money, guys, you can watch this for free, I'm gonna donate her then, you know what I
Exactly.
mean? That's such a fun thought. But yeah, probably not it, or you already have these guys on your platform anyways.
Maybe there's like fundraisers, where like people are
Yeah,
sitting in
yeah,
forums and there's like, wow, guys, have you seen this hot chick on Twitch? I'd really like to see her OnlyFans, but my mom said I can't use your credit card. What can we do? And they're like, you know what? Like, I have a five-year PaySafe card. I can give you my CSGO skins, and then they crowdfund, and then
It would be amazing if men would work together like this, but I don't think so.
honestly,
I
honestly, that
doubt it.
might. I would not underestimate the power of horny
True.
men.
Yeah, true. But yeah, so basically that would be super cool, guys. I wish this is a thing out there, at least for I don't know whoever. Be big sugar daddy fundraisers, please.
Hey, maybe
It's
we
it's
could we
great and
could
it
suggest
helps.
that to OnlyFans, that you can have shared accounts, like on Netflix, where if just one user pays like 10 euros, if you're a shared user for two, you get the price of $70 instead of 20.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you can only be
Does
logged
that
in at
work?
one time, so you need to schedule your fab times.
Yeah, I
You
was
know.
about to say they need to like talk then when their fab times are
Okay,
and
so
who
when
can
are you
unlock it.
planning to fap? Are you a morning fapper or?
Okay, Julia's new set's coming out today at 10, she said, so I need to be logged in at that time, okay? So yeah, that would be great. There's a lot of things you can do.
For sure,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
that was my main idea because my former OnlyFans stuff also got leaked, like my former name I
Hmm.
had before I stopped with the hentai Hades stuff. But it was never the PPV content. I think they just yoinked. It's more like a scam or bait stuff where people just yoinked my profile pic or the pic you saw
Mm.
without even subscribing. And then there's like fake pages where it says 189
Oh yeah.
pictures of hentai Hades, nudes, and blah blah blah. But I also saw some like requests on some pages where people asked like, is there stuff of this like hentai Hades or I
Yeah.
can't remember if it was my actual name now. And then someone posted like, this was her story yesterday, and then it was my Insta story actually with the green lingerie
Mhm.
body I have.
Mhm.
And I was like, I was debating if I should create an account and just said, bro, she has OnlyFans now again, just to promote it,
Yeah.
But I didn't do it. But it's kind of a smart way to do stuff.
Yeah.
If it doesn't bother you that these pictures are out there outside of the actual platform you post, even though I posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's pros and cons to these things. Obviously, with big content creators, there's so much stuff leaked. Like, if you want, you can basically see
I mean, I'm
everything.
gonna I'm gonna just show you right now, Steffi. Like, there's the Reddit of me, the MissRage hot
Yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
there's like a Reddit. There's a Reddit for me where it's like those people are like they're not leaking anything, but they was posting like, oh yeah, there's like something new that she
yeah, yeah.
posted. Like, and then in the comments, like, I don't know, it's like it's so
The
fucking funny
stories
to
and
me. Yeah,
everything.
exactly. So
Yeah.
they collect everything and they make like really cute posts most of the time, and sometimes they have the discussions like or like screenshots from my stream or
Yeah,
like I don't
yeah,
know. Oh yeah, the new set came out. Do you like it? Has anybody bought it? Is it worth the $25? Like, that stuff is completely fine, but
yeah.
I just do not appreciate if people go behind the paywall, pay for it, and then just spread it on the internet. Like, that's
Yeah,
that's not the point for it. And
yeah.
that's, for example, sorry to maybe go a little bit ahead from that, but just
Not
to
did.
address how it went down for me. So my content got leaked, and it is, listen, guys, I might be 32 years old, but I know how the fucking internet works. I have a lot of friends that know how the internet works. And
Mhm.
I got notified from a source that it
So,
got
yeah.
that it got leaked, and I got screenshots of how it got leaked, when it got posted, and what content in specific got
Yeah.
leaked. So if I look at the times, I'm not a fucking idiot and know which content it is, especially if it's behind PPV. It's super easy for me to see who did I sell this PPV to,
Yeah.
when did I pay, when did persons buy that, what time did they
Mhm.
posted it. So for me, it literally took me, I think, 5 minutes to figure out which OnlyFans user that bought that kind of stuff from me leaked it on the website. So what did I do? first of all, I wrote the person a message that I'm disgusted and disappointed that they share something like that.
Yeah.
Second, that I notified them that they are aware that this is against the guidelines and the rules.
Yeah.
And third thing, that obviously I'm not only going to report them on the platform and they're going to get permanently banned on OnlyFans, but also that I'm going to notify my lawyer,
Yeah.
because once you sign up and you accept those kind of things, you agree to uh, a certain set of rules and guidelines of a website,
Yeah.
and you agree that you don't share that. And then if you go on and share that on other third party platforms and you give that away, no matter if you profit on it or you make it for free, you make yourself guilty to a
Yeah.
crime. And I can literally go to my lawyer, and that's what I did. I sent all the information that I had about that person. The
Yeah.
thing is, those people are so stupid. I'm sorry to tell you, but if you sign up on OnlyFans, you sign up with your credit card, you'd sign up with your real name. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
literally, you have to identify yourself. So I literally know who that person is
Yeah.
through OnlyFans, and I can take legal action about those persons. So just don't be so fucking stupid. So that's what I did against a person. I wrote the message. I contacted my lawyer. That person got banned
Yeah.
instantly from OnlyFans. He's not able to make a new account because you're obviously bound with your ID, so with your real name, with your credit card. He's not going to be able to even make an account unless he has like a fake ID and a fake
Yeah.
credit card or whatever and a new
Yeah.
name. He's not going to be able to be on that platform anymore. And he's going to hear from a lawyer, and he's probably going to be able to, or going to have to pay a shit ton of money because he leaked the content.
Yeah.
And that's just me as a small person. If you do that to a big creator like a Jessica Nigri or an Amaranth or something like that, unless you're really, really professional in how to like hide your tracks and stuff like that,
Yeah.
you get fucked. Those people have not, like, I have a lawyer and that does all the work, which is fine. But those people
Mm.
have fucking teams behind them. They have
Yeah.
managements. They have literally people going through the internet to find those leaks, and all they do is they send out letters, and they make so much money through those leaks. You do
Yeah.
not even have an idea. And if you get caught for doing this, that can literally ruin so much, especially the bigger the creator it is, the more money it's
Yeah.
gonna cost you. So don't do that. Also, don't support people that leak stuff, because you're not only hurting the creator and the content that you enjoy, but you're also potentially hurting the people that leaks it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the more
Yeah.
people that see it, yeah. And I mean, obviously, like, people are aware, including me, that once you post something on the internet, it's always gonna be out there. That's also something we talked about
Mm.
when we had Kayla on the internet, on the interview, where I was also talking. Back then, I still didn't have one. I was like, oh yeah, I'm really thinking about making one.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, we are aware. I think I can speak for you in that behalf as well, Steffi, that once something is on the internet, it's out there. I get that. But
Yeah.
obviously, like, if I have the chance of, take legal actions against people that leak shit that are supposed to make money, and even if you're just leaking it for free for other people, dude, that's not the point of me creating this kind of content. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like,
Mm.
so yeah, that
And
guy
that's the
got
thing.
fucked. He got instantly banned. It didn't even, I think it took 12 hours or something, and he got banned
Yeah,
completely.
good.
So his account got
I'm
completely
glad.
deleted, and yeah.
Yeah.
So.
This is what
and he
happens,
and the
guys.
whole leaks got taken down as well. So
Yeah.
that's also nice.
Don't don't mess with us. Buy the sets, you fucks.
Yep.
Don't leak them. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, there's pros and cons to it, right? Because obviously it sucks when things get leaked. I
Mm,
think with the bigger creators, if it's like small stuff, they don't really care about it because you can't help it. Like, people
yeah.
will always do it. And the thing is, one good thing about this is the interest might raise
Yeah.
because more people find you. The more people are interested in you, the more it means your content is interesting,
Mm,
so you potentially gain more reach as well. But at the same time, you could potentially lose some money because people leak it. But
yeah.
then,
Yeah.
like, this is the question I have, and I don't know because I'm not that big. If you gain more audience and through this audience, if you gain more subscriptions and more people that support you on the platform, then because somehow it needs to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of
Or
course. I mean, there are people that
it
leak stuff on purpose. It doesn't matter if it's like
exactly,
OnlyFans
exactly.
content,
That's the next
but
thing.
look at like musicians or something.
Mm,
They
yeah,
leak like a single or two or like the whole album like a
yeah,
week before the release just to have like big news out there.
yeah.
Or
True,
like
true.
on Reddit or shit or whatever it is, or I don't know, the I don't know if Doja Cat wanted to have the pictures from her sex cult party leaked. You know
Mhm,
what I mean? Like all
mm,
of those
yeah,
kind of things. Um, Never underestimate fucking marketing. Like
yeah.
it's literally a lot of people do that on purpose. And as you say, like it's something different if you um for me especially if you leak something that's behind a paywall, that is
Mm,
fucked up. But then if you buy something in a PPV and that person, I don't know, they bought like 5 sets or something like that. So they actually spend a lot of money. You know what I
mm,
mean? Like they bought like 4 or 5 sets and they bought the subscription for 1 month. So or two
mm,
months or something like that. And then no, I think it was 1 month because I he got instantly banned. Like literally it took
mhm,
like I don't know, a day after he leaked it or something. So
mhm,
like you spend so much money on that stuff and then you share it with others for whatever reason and
mm.
then now you're gonna get fucked by my lawyer and like real hard to like I
But
don't know if that's worth.
maybe that's how the fundraising works with them. They just put everything in a pot, so one guy buys the stuff then, you
Hmm.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
Could be a potential
but how they gonna do that now?
potential
Like if he gets like the fine from a lawyer and has to buy like I mean for me technically I'm gonna probably profit out of it because I'm gonna
you
get
will. You
thousands of
will.
euros because he
Yeah.
did that from him
Yeah.
and because he obviously does not have any rights to those pictures and
Mm.
and yeah, but like who is gonna do that? They're gonna fundraise the sum that he has to pay
Yep.
to
Worth it,
me.
guys. It was
Worth worth Can I
worth
get
it.
an extra set with the fine, please?
This is my fifth round coming to this picture now. Worth it.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
This is
But yeah.
how it is. It's like uh,
Was
how
that the
you we
reason
talked
why you
about it.
deleted back in the day your site or not?
No, not really. I was like back in the days, I just with everything that got like happened at that time with the whole hot tub season on Twitch and me I wasn't really in a creative phase for it. I was out of ideas with it. I felt like okay, I pressured myself too much with which direction I should or have to go,
Mm,
even though that's not a thing. And all these things, and I wasn't really sure if if I want to do this.
mm,
And I felt more like associated with Twitch thoughts than me actually having a safe space where we just talk about sexuality and what we like and shit. So I just deleted it.
mm,
And I think start of this year was like, you know what? I kind of like doing it. And I like taking sexy pictures of me. And I
mm,
like sharing them in a safe space or whatever when I choose to share something on Instagram, which I also do, especially in summer.
mm,
Um, I don't care about these things, but I feel more comfortable now, especially also with the stuff I do. And it's a bit of a different direction. I have to say, it's more like I'm doing this rather than I'm trying to pretend to not be sexual, but am. You know
mhm,
what I mean? Like
mhm.
now I'm just like, take this fucks. And
I mean, you're being really like dummy mommy on your.
yes, and I really like it. And before that, I was like, oh my god, yeah, I'm cute, lewd, you know what I mean? And pretending to be how to say it, like
Be somebody that you're not. Like, are you? That's what
mm,
I wanted to ask you. Like, are you actually like that, or are you just doing that
yes, I
because it's
do.
easier
No,
for you to like
separate,
different?
you
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
No, it's like I'm experiencing a side I really enjoy. Like I really like doing these things.
Hmm.
And especially like with OnlyFans now, I can just try out whatever I want, right? And
Yeah,
see
yeah.
what people like, if people like this. Um, and I kind of just like being this mommy on the page, you know what I mean?
Mhm. So an
And
alter
I
ego, kinda?
yes, and I enjoy doing this a lot. I
Mhm.
just need to like learn, you know, I need to evolve, learn. Um and yeah, that's the difference. Like before that I was like, yeah, I'm a streamer, but I have OnlyFans, and now I'm like, yeah, you can go there if you want me to be your dummy mommy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Nice. Nice, nice. So you're happy about your decision and you created one again?
I am, yeah. I just need to like file on my whole under quotation mark business model,
Mhm.
like what else I want to provide or what I want to
Alarm!
alarm, what I want to offer, how much I
Mhm.
want to offer. I'm not flashing my coochie or anything. I won't do this. I don't want to go like this full. I'm not a full on porn girl or whatever. But I just like the whole dominatrix part, which is very interesting, and it's not always about um this blunt porn stuff. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
how to say
Like you just
findom,
wanna
femdom, all that stuff, like financial domination and all these things, and female domination.
Mhm.
Um, it's kind of interesting, and I really like it. But I won't flash anything. Like I don't have a problem with my with lace underwear and stuff, but I part downstairs is for me, you know what I mean? So yeah.
Nice, nice. I mean, at least
Mm.
I think that's the only thing that is important in my opinion, that you have boundaries set before you create your whatever, if it's an alter ego or your website or your page or whatever. Like I think it's good. Like it doesn't matter if your boundaries switch in the progress
Mm.
of creating and finding yourself and what you're happy to share. But I think if you go in there and you don't have any boundaries, or like I will go till this point and not further.
Mm.
So for example, for me, I have really, like, I know exactly what I want to post and whatnot. Like
Mm.
you will never see nudes from me. You will never see like a super sexualized, I don't know, underwear set, I don't know,
Mm.
or lace where you can see my nipples through the bra or whatever it is. Like I don't have a problem with making sets where I feel sexy, or where I
Mhm.
wear something where my booty looks great at, or when I wear a
Mhm.
bikini. Like I don't have any problem with people seeing stuff that I would wear in real life,
Mhm.
or I would be comfortable. Let's say it that way. Like every content that I create is something that you would be able to find on Instagram from other people, right?
Mhm.
The thing is, like, this website really made me way more comfortable in my own skin, because
Yeah.
sometimes I end up sharing parts of the sets on my Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, not everything, obviously, because it should be something exclusive. But if, let's
Mm.
say, I make a set with 5 or 6 pictures, I'm gonna probably use one picture of the
As
set
promotion.
for my Instagram, just so
Yeah.
people. First of all, because I'm proud of the content I created on the
Mm.
body that I created through working out. Um, but also, as you say, like it's the kind of promotion where people then asking like, oh, is there more pictures like this? And you're like, oh yeah,
Mm.
there is. You can pay for it if you want to see them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And then people can decide if they want to or not. Um, I do understand though the money part, why people throwing their boundaries overboard real quick. Like if, I mean, it's the best
It's a very
example.
thin line.
Like the money that is behind that is crazy.
Mm.
Like the money you can make with so little effort, it's insane. Like
Mm.
if I wanted to, if I would go all in, even with staying within the boundaries that I had, let's say I would make like a set a week or something like that. Right now I make like 1 or 2 sets a month. If I
Mm.
would make 1 or 2 sets a week, which is also, to be honest, not too much work. I just
Mm.
don't want to get into the habit of producing too much, because then
Mm.
it's the
The
baseline is going to
standards are
be
high.
expected of you, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm trying to purposely keep the baseline, the standard, at a certain low, that people don't have too high of expectations for the money
Yeah.
they pay. So I'm really, really aware of that. But I know that if I wanted to, if I would create, even if it's just the content I have right now, I could easily, I think I could easily make, like, what is it? Like, high four figures a month.
Mhm. Mhm.
Like, easily. Like,
Mhm.
literally. Like, it is so tempting. And then imagine you go nude, you do underwear
Yeah.
stuff, you do sexy stuff, maybe you do just stuff with yourself. Yeah, like it doesn't matter if you just pleasures
Yeah.
yourself or whatever. And then you decide you go into porn or whatever. Like if you go that far, like I'm literally I have my tiny toe dipped in. And
Mhm.
I make so much money with that shit. It is
Mhm.
it is insane. Imagine you put the full foot in it. I I totally understand why everybody's throwing their boundaries overboard. I really do because the
Mhm.
money, everybody's super respectful. Like literally, you
Yeah.
have like
Yeah.
every 200 people, you have one person in it that's a weirdo or like an
Yeah.
asshole or somebody that doesn't read what the rules are,
Yeah.
um, which is a blessing compared to any other fucking
Yeah.
website. Because we had that discussion before. It doesn't matter if it's Instagram or Twitch. So there's always people that are entitled and come in and they're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
show your tits, show your ass." Like the worst message that I got, I just talked with Steffi about it. Like once we got an unsolicited dick pic that I didn't ask for, and
Yeah.
that guy even sent a tip with it, and I just ignored it, and then was fine. And last week somebody wrote me like, "Oh, there's no nudes on your OnlyFans. I got scammed. If I would have known, I would have not subbed to it." And then I'm like, dude, it literally says on their profile, no sexual content, no nudes. And he's like, not replying anymore. Like I'm sorry that you got so horny because you saw I had an OnlyFans and you pay for it without reading the description. Then
Yeah.
sorry, dude, but that's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I totally understand why people throw their
It
boundaries
is a
overboard. It's
very
insane.
thin line. Yeah. And that's why I like that was part of the reason with all that happened back then with the whole hot tub stuff, right? What I said, why I kind of stopped because I didn't know how much I want to do this or how much I wanted to be associated with these things.
Mhm.
And now coming back to it, knowing more like how I want to live on this page or whatever I want to do on this page,
Mhm.
having more like being more clear about it within myself
Mhm.
and what I show and that I'm comfortable with what I'm showing, even though it's a bit more
Mhm.
with laundry and whatever it is, but I just like doing these things.
Yeah, yeah,
And I
yeah.
like putting these out and I am 100% aware of these things can get leaked or these things can potentially be seen on the internet somewhere else behind my
Mhm.
OnlyFans or outside of my OnlyFans account, which again is not allowed, but people still do it every now and then. And I'm aware of that. And I'm fine with whatever content I put up on this platform if somebody else sees it. I'm not afraid of my family or anyone because they know it.
Mhm.
Like they know what I'm doing. Obviously, I don't want my like mom all of a sudden see an article, I don't know, in her newspaper that OnlyFans pictures of this woman got leaked or whatever it is, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But yeah, on the other hand, she'd know anyways. So I don't care about it. I'm not really afraid, but I was kind of I felt weird back then when I Googled myself with
Mhm.
my OnlyFans name and then found these bait pages
Mhm.
where it
Yeah,
said
okay,
like
yeah.
all the content and I was like, oh my god, okay, do they actually have
But they're
everything?
out there everywhere. They're out there
Yeah,
everywhere.
yeah,
Like literally, there's this. I forgot what it's called. It's like this really old page, like something with a hamster. I forgot what it's called.
no idea.
X hamster or some shits, and where they
Yeah.
where they bit you in with like all the sexy nude pictures,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
there it
yeah.
was like the fake nudes of me. We
Yeah.
talked about it before, the fake nudes, literally Instagram stories and whatever it is. Like there's always people that do that. Like those pages are gonna be there no matter if you do
Yeah.
OnlyFans or if you don't. Of course it
Yeah.
sucks when your content gets leaked. I think the important thing is if you're a creator that you know your worth and you know that you can go ahead, report the things on the forums. If you're the owner of the content, you can
Yeah.
report those people on OnlyFans. It's really easy usually to find out who the people are that leaked this. It's the internet. You're not anonymous on the internet. There's always a way to find out who those people are, unless they're like really, really, really skilled in like getting their like hiding their traces and stuff. But usually those people are fucking morons. They're just horny and just do stupid shit and don't think about it. What they're actually causing with whatever they're doing. So yeah, but I think that was a super interesting topic. I think we should do the reaction to OnlyFans content. I think that could be really fun, like a little short series. Yeah.
You need to send me the cute Asian boy.
Oh yeah, I will search him for you straight after this. So thank you so much everybody for listening. Next time we're gonna be here. Steffi's gonna be 30. We're gonna update you on how the party was.
Yes.
And thank you so much for listening. We see you again next week. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Derps and Burps podcast.
If you enjoyed it, make sure to follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram at derps'nburps. See you online.